Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Basketball was revolutionized by Michael Jordan, and now Caitlin Clark is making headlines with her historic Wilson contract. In just 40 minutes, thousands of her signature basketballs sold out, demonstrating her enormous popularity as a rookie and evoking conflicting opinions among WNBA veterans. In addition to increasing attendance, Clark is shattering an astounding 62 records. Some seasoned athletes seem jealous of her on the court, and their comparison to Jordan is supported by his recognition.
Clark wasn't like no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenon, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
Just before we get started, the evidence is obvious. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan, subscribe to our channel and leave a 100% CC in the comments section below. Just as Jordan transformed the
unveiled Caitlin Clark's signature basketball, making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
In fact, Caitlin Clark has accomplished something unprecedented in women's basketball. She has reached a similar level of market-shifting influence.
She is the first ever female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, but just a heads up though, the entire collection on the Wilson website is sold out.
Wilson greatly misjudged demand, and when the trademark basketballs were released, the deal's astonishing impact became apparent. Thousands of basketballs sold out in just 40 minutes, outpacing popular gaming systems like the PS5. This shopping frenzy demonstrates
the designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time within the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer Ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee.
Each tells an engrossing tale of Clark's distinctive style of play, with each basketball standing for a distinct idea. While the record breaker demonstrates her statistical domination, the threes-up ball illustrates her exceptional.
Did not mess around with these basketballs. Geometric patterns form the number 22 in triangles, whose three-sides nod to threes that fuel her scoring. And then the black and yellow is a nod to the colorways of the Iowa.
As veterans have spent years fostering mainstream appeal but have not seen comparable commercial success, Clark has swiftly accomplished what many could not over a 10-year career. When basketballs sell out faster than the newest technological advancements, it signifies Clark's transition from athlete to cultural icon. This remarkable market response highlights the tension within the league.
She's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family. Yeah. The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever. Ever? Well, I don't know.
The Wilson deal demonstrates that Clark is more than just another talented rookie. She is a trailblazing force in women's basketball, and her commercial impact is visible in measurable sales figures that place her alongside the sport's greatest legends before her rookie season even ends. This change radically changes how people view what is possible for female basketball players in the marketplace.
When you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark. That is a
Clark's quick ascent to marketing prominence may challenge some veterans, but the real question now is how the league will adapt to this new reality. Progressive players perceive a significant chance. By bringing considerable attention to the WNBA and bringing in sponsorship money that can help all players in a commercial landscape of women's basketball, Clark is increasing the league's overall profile. Her
Sports Pro, Caitlin Clark is the 4th most marketable athlete in the world. Yeah, not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the entire world.
As Clark works to improve the WNBA as a whole, she made a marketing decision that at first baffled industry insiders, but ultimately demonstrated her genius. What better way to reach Middle America than to place trademark basketballs next to milk and eggs? This innovative approach is revolutionizing the way female athletes create cultural impact. Usually, when
Very, very cool.
big deal. Good job, Wilson. You know they probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first, but, you know, it's probably the type of thing Wilson is trying to do.
Imagine parents lugging their carts through busy aisles while fluorescent lights buzz above the usual beeping of checkout scanners, then tucked down between the dairy area and necessities for the home. The huge display of Caitlin Clark's signature basketball signifies a homecoming rather than merely a chance placement, as top athletes frequently seek out upscale boutiques and department stores. Clark chose the typical location where families in the Midwest spend their weekends.
Here, they just had this go, and this is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video, lots of smiling faces.
Think about this. The typical American goes to the grocery store 1.6 times a week. That's a level of engagement that can't be achieved with a billboard or commercial that people might not notice that reminds them of Caitlin Clark every time they walk down that aisle. Interestingly, some WNBA veterans still find it difficult to understand the strategy because they are so focused on being recognized as serious athletes. They have forgotten what Clark understood from the start. Becoming a cultural icon means interacting with regular people in the places they frequent. The Hy-Vee partnership puts her products straight into middle America's shopping carts. But more importantly, it sends a message that says, "I'm one of you." Clark becomes the hometown hero who is forever changing basketball.
And I've said it a million times, it's not breaking news, it's not brand new, but I really do believe Caitlin Clark is the next face of basketball. You know, they've been searching for that in the NBA. Who's the next face of the NBA? It's been LeBron and Steph carrying the torch. I think the next face of basketball, period, is Caitlin Clark.
Consider the impact when Caitlin Clark takes the court. The statistics show that when she plays, WNBA games attract an average of 1.18 million viewers, which is 3 times the league average. Clark is introducing women's basketball to a whole new audience, and even your dad, who has never seen a WNBA game, is asking when the fever will hit next because she is so amazing both on and off the court. Caitlin Clark is one of the few rookies in history to record impressive postseason numbers of more than 18 points, joining Michael Jordan in this regard. With 8.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 steals per game, she has been practically walking hand in hand with the greatest of all time. Her influence extends beyond basketball. She is selling women's basketball the way Jordan did for men's basketball, and she is transcending the sport as a cultural phenomenon who also happens to play basketball.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. 2 of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
While Clark is developing a brand new strategy, some veterans are stuck with an antiquated one and continue to look for conventional sports marketing chances. In contrast, Clark is occupied with building her own platform and inviting everyone to participate. Her ability to stay true to herself throughout her collaboration with a Midwestern supermarket chain that perfectly complements her heritage and personal brand is simply amazing. She is embracing who she is, and the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, of some players being jealous? Yes, that probably exists. Okay. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pro?
The glaring contrast between Clark's $76, 5,000 league salary, and an estimated 11 million cents in endorsements isn't just a statistic. It's a focal point for a rivalry that threatens to overshadow the game itself. This financial disparity has caused veteran players to push back on the court with aggressive play that seems to deliver a message rather than simply aim for victory. Meanwhile, Clark interacts with regular Americans at grocery stores. It's not your imagination that various veterans defend against Clark in different ways. Have you seen that? The fierce double teams and increased contact are not only tactical, they are personal players who have spent years establishing the league's reputation. Now, a rookie is receiving the recognition and attention they have sought throughout their careers, and can you really blame them? Imagine working for 10 years to help start the league, just to have someone fresh quickly take over as the face of everything you've put in.
So long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they got to be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves,
The fans aren't the only ones who noticed the tension during games. Basketball legend Charles Barkley couldn't keep quiet when he said that they couldn't have made the situation with Caitlin Clark any worse by trying to criticize the league's handling of the situation directly. Barkley's comments touch on a deeper issue. The WNBA wasn't prepared for a player who could have drastically changed women's basketball's financial situation overnight.
The stuff toward her is petty and jealous. And the thing I love about her, she never says a word.